What up?
Hi.
So maybe twice a year, I think I should go get a real job.
Is that happening now?
That actually has happened. I looked on Craigslist the other day, but then I decided to just wait it out because every year, it happens like at least once or twice a year. Definitely like around summertime, I notice that I'm like, oh my God, and I freak out and I'm like, I should get a job. Mm-hmm. I used to, the way I figured this out was multiple years in a row, I would write this girl I used to work with when I waited tables, because she still works there all these years later at the same restaurant. Mm-hmm. And, you know, when you write people on Facebook, it's like, you see your last message you wrote them, and it'll be like, hey, bitch, it's been a year. Thanks for checking in. Mm-hmm. So I noticed, like, it took me a couple years of where it's like I'd write her and I'd be like, hey, and I wouldn't ask her for favors or anything. I was just like, hey, are you guys hiring? And she's like, oh, we love you. Come back. Yeah. And then something would happen with self-employment. Like we'd have a good week or I'd get over myself or something. Yeah. And then I would never like follow through. But a couple years of writing and then I would see this trend. I was like, oh, this is just like a cycle. This is like a season of self-employment. The season of panic. The season of looking for a job. So I was looking on Craigslist and I saw like this smoothie shop and I was like in total fantasy land. Like I could picture me.
You would love to work at a smoothie shop.
I was like,
you love smoothies.
Well, that was not really the important part. Okay. The important part is that it's a shitty job, and I think I do really good at shitty jobs.
You do romanticize them at times.
I do. Yes, I do. So in Fantasyland,
laundromat, for example.
In Fantasyland, I was making people like I was dazzling people. I was like making them smoothies and like whining and dining. I don't know. Like I was overselling. I was using like special food vocabulary to show how fucking genius I am at this.
Like a Smoothie King?
Yeah, at like some minimum wage fucking smoothie shop. Anyway. I don't know, something happened. I
just connected the dots between Smoothie King and Burger King.
It's actually not, it's not that smoothie shop.
Yeah, I figured.
So, okay. So I'm not thinking about, I'm not thinking about getting a job. Okay. But it made me think of that restaurant that every once a year I'm like, just check in to see if you're still hiring, right? So when I worked at this restaurant, it's like a hipster cafe kind of place, and there's like multiple locations. It's like a local favorite. It's like a Dallas local chain or whatever. Mm-hmm. And all the locations had like epic fucking plumbing issues. But I guess that's technically probably pretty standard because most buildings aren't brand new. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like you're going to rent an old ass building and then you're going to have plumbing problems. Okay. So I don't remember how often there would be some sort of plumbing situation, some plumbing crisis at this restaurant. I swear to God, it happened all the fucking time. And not just minor like plumbing, but we're not going to get into details, but it's not pretty. So one day the GM called this other plumbing guy because our plumber couldn't come out, and he was looking at shit all wrong. He was like, all this stuff is all wrong. And we're doing the math in our head because we have like, the cafe had a plumber that would go to every location. He was like the company plumber. Dude, at the holiday, the season, you know, like the holiday party, guess who is hanging out at the fucking buffet of food, whining and dining himself? The fucking plumber's invited to the company fucking party. I was like, oh my God, dude, he's like a friend of the family because he just temporarily fixes stuff. So he's like, everyone knows his face. It's like, hey, our plumber's he's chowing down on that hummus over there. Glad that guy was invited.
He's doing just enough.
It's funny because when the other plumber came out and he was like, oh no, none of this is up to regulation. We never saw that guy again. But we did see the other plumber regularly. I bet he gets paid good. I bet he's never looking on Craigslist for a fucking job. I'm talking shit and he's like, you know, fixing sewage. Peace.